What is going on, my fellow nerd and nerdettes? So today we are doing Weevil's deck profile, as you can tell from the Insect Queen. Yeah, let's just get right into it, guys. So starting off with the monsters, we're going to start off with the tributes. It's going to be 2 Insect Queen and 2 Doom Dozers. When I was doing, like the research or whatever for this deck for the cards, there wasn't a lot of insects out there that were very easy to bring out that had high attack. And then this deck does lack, some like high attack, high level monsters. So when I found the Doom Dozers is really good because you don't have to actually tribute to bring them out. You just remove 2 insects from the graveyard to bring them out. And he's a 2800 beater. And also when he inflicts damage, you send the top card from your opponent's graveyard to the deck, or to the send the top card from your opponent's deck to the graveyard. So that helps out a lot to, just to mess up their deck, but also too, like I said, being 2800 is very, very helpful, and you can bring them out by just removing 2 insects from the grave. So I just ran them at 2. It's really good. 3 would have been too much, but this ratio works out very well. That's it for the tributes. I was gonna add in, is it like the other, like the bigger Insect Queen, but like the newer cards just have so much effects and stuff that it makes it like too overpowered against the other decks that it plays against. So that's why I didn't put that one in. And then for the other monsters, we have 1 basic insect, 1 man-eater bug, 1 parasite, 2 Leggle, 2 Kizatai, 2 Skullmark ladybug, 1 flying Karakuri number 1, 2 flying Karakuri number 2s, 2 pinch hopper, 2 neobug, 1 insect knight, and that's it for like the regular monsters. And then we have the 2 petite moth, 2 cocoon of evolution, 1 great moth, and then 1 perfectly ultimate great moth. Honestly, you're never really gonna bring these out. I don't think I have at all, but they're in there, just so if you can, then freaking awesome. If not, then I do like the support that came out recently, with like that was more like the nostalgia one. I don't know what recent is to you guys, but when they came out with the stuff for like Bandit Keith, what was the other one? Bandit Keith, Pegasus, Weevil. I think that was it, right? Was it just those 3? I want to say. I think it had some for Mako as well, but those cards in this deck is just, it's when you're playing them against Yugi and Joey and the other ones, it is too fast for it. And it's just kind of getting out of the Battle City realm, which a lot of these monsters they didn't use, and a lot of it you can have to make up. But when you start putting overpowered cards in to make it uneven for the other decks, then it's not really fun. You just kind of get the deck that is going to win. So I try to make them as balanced as possible. That's why you don't see a lot of the newer cards, because if I were to put a few of them in, I do have them in some of the decks, but if I do ever run them at 1, maybe at most 2, because it's just too overpowered for other decks. So but yeah, that's it for the monsters, guys. And then off to the spell cards, we have 2 of the Eradicating Aerosol. Now this is actually supposed to go and destroy all of the insect type monsters on the field. I just redid it so how Weevil uses it in the show, where you can just destroy 1 insect type monster. So you can pull the combo like he does, by doing it to the pinch hopper and bringing out Insect Queen and stuff. So just decided it'd be a lot fair and a lot easier to do it that way. And then we have 1 multiplication advance, 2 insect armor with laser cannon, 2 insect barrier, and then the staples, Monster Reborn, Pot of Greed, and 2 MST. And I'll just show you guys the trap cards. It is just 3 DNA surgery. Now the reason why I went with this ratio for the insect barrier and the 3 DNA surgery. So this deck is pretty much the reason why I have the staples of 2 MSTs in every deck. When I was building this deck, running this deck at 1 and 1, which is very inconsistent, it made the deck pretty much lose all the time. It wasn't very good. Now when I put too much of them, and other decks didn't even have ways to get rid of spell or trap cards, this deck would just pretty much win. So that's why I decided to put 2 MSTs in every deck, because you're able to get rid of problem cards if the character deck does not run any like back row removal. You at least know when you're playing the deck, you at least have 2 MSTs in your deck somewhere. So when I was running it at 3 and 3, it was still getting cloggy, and it was still getting, I want to say 2 consistent, but like with you running this at 2, like, so because this at 3 does nothing, like this does nothing, it just changes it to insect. Okay, that's it. But the insect barrier is the one that, you know, makes it preventing from your opponents to play. And also too, you have the parasite, which you can actually pull off every now and then. So it does make your opponent's insect type monsters. Or it does make their monsters insect types. So with this ratio, I just feel it's very well. You could even probably put 3 insect barrier and 2 DNA surgery, either or. But just having these cards set at 5 seems to work very well. I did try Renegade at 2 and 2, and at that point, for some reason, it was very inconsistent still. But for some reason, this works very well. And also, too, with the DNA surgery, the reason why I put that in there is at 3 is because you are running to the eradicating aerosol. So if your opponent does have a problem monster that you can't run over, because like I said, all these ones are beaters, and they really don't get any attack, except besides the laser cannon. Other than that, they're kind of, you know, whatever attack points they're at is whatever they're going to be at. The Doom Dozer does help by bringing out a 2800 monster. You know, and then the Insect Queen by gaining attack points does help too, but you have to have monster presence on the field in order to get her attack boost. So with this, the 3 DNA surgery, you know, that helps the Insect Queen also gain attack points, because it is for everyone on the field. So that helps in that way, and then that helps with the eradicating aerosol as well. So that's why I decided to run those at 3. And yeah, guys, that is Weevil's deck profile. Let me know what you guys think. Any changes you guys would make, the ratios, or which cards you would take out, or which cards you'd put in. Like I said, some of the newer cards are really good, but they're just too overpowered in a deck like this to go against other decks that are more like Caveman Yu-Gi-Oh, as what's his face would say. But yeah, it's a fun deck. I like it. When you get the lock off, it does feel pretty good. And I'm not gonna lie, you feel kind of, you know, grimy like Weevil when you do have the insect barrier and the DNA surgery lock going. But as long as it's not happening to you, you're good. But then once you face it, you're like, are you serious? So, but yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe, and then I'll make sure to follow me on Instagram. It'll be linked in the description below. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you very much for watching, and remember, stay nerdy.